test drive? No? No test drive? Or test
Registration forms up here.
well, I'm at the car show now, guys, so some of these might be for sale, but most aren't.
As well as, of course, later on, the judges
76.
going around and reviewing the
Oh my God, look at the
vehicles
engine
for
in
the
that.
final awards presentation.
Look
Let's
at
get
that.
back into some more great music right now with Rick Springfield.
Well, I'm going to have to talk over these because I'll get a copyright with that dang music.
You don't see too many of them anymore.
Nice. Well, what I like about it, it's got like what they would have done in the 60s or 70s custom vibe to it.
56 there.
But I mean, it looks like how they did it in the 60s and 70s. You know, how when they made a custom.
Yeah, the guy that owns his nuts.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say, I bet he looks like you.
It could be a different color for me.
I like it because it's different. I don't like the typical
It's called 72 Porsche Raspberry.
72 Porsche Raspberry. How long you had this car, sir?
50 years.
50 years. Are you serious? 50 years?
Bought it in 72.
Wow. Now, did you buy it like this, or did
No,
you do it?
no.
This is yours work.
I put it, when I got it, I put it all back to original.
Uh-huh.
And then the American Deuce reunion come out here in 89.
And that's when you...
And it, ding!
And that's when... So when did you do this? In the 90s?
89.
That's what I was just telling him. It looks like a 70s or 80s custom. That's what I like about it. Yeah. Most people would be too scared to do that because it's a Nomad. But back then, it was, you know, that's 33 years ago.
Yeah, Nomad people still give me a hard look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I like it because it's different and it's yours. And it's America. 59 Chevys. I absolutely love the front end of these. California plates. This guy came for a trip. That's real. Oh man. Got them big tall wheels that look factory. That is nice. A sharp looking Biscayne. I hate when they do that music because I have to talk over my videos because they give me copyright. Can't make no money on copyright claims. That is nice. And an 80s Corvette convertible. 67 Malibu that somebody didn't clone, thank God. 327. I love the matching interiors in the days. Bench seat, black vinyl top. Everything on this works for me. I like everything about that. I love my 66 and 67 Chevelles. Who don't love them? Oh yeah, it's sharp. Very nice. Gotta love your Model A's. Gotta love them. Hey Pops. That's what my son calls me, Pops. Hey Pops. I like that. Not too crazy, you know, just enough. Same deal with this one here. Not too crazy. Just enough. Mustang or Thunderbird buckets. They look familiar, one of the two. The old wood frame top. 64 Nova, looking original. It's got 70s hubcaps on it. But you gotta respect an original. I mean, I'd drive this thing crazy. That rain scaring people out from coming today. I hate that music. I like the music, but I have to do voiceover. Man, I've seen a lot of sedan deliveries today for sale and just here at the car show. Custom touch on it, sunken headlights, louvered hood, door handle shave, nice clean look. Nice clean look. Sunken tail lights. Just little touches that don't stand out at you, you notice. Got a hearse. But what I like is 57 Chevy. Look at that, boys and girls. Man, I wish they wouldn't give me copyright claims for playing music on YouTube. Facebook don't care. YouTube gets all tore up about it. Is it for sale? It's beautiful. Remember Porky's the movie back in the 80s? Now this is a longer sedan than I'm used to seeing. Higher roof. It's a 48. So. Yeah, it just looks longer. I know it's longer. And the roof looks higher for whatever it was made for. You guys tell me. What was it made for? Because panel trucks don't have that extension back there. Well, no, they do. It's not as long between the door and the fender.
(1966) Pontiac Grand Prix. I like that look. I like that look. Got that GTO look front end with them stacked headlights. It's a beautiful car here at the car show in Springfield, Ohio. Had to do a voiceover because of the music playing in the background. They give you a copyright claim, but look at them tail lights and everything. You can see so much resemblance in the smaller GTOs, 64, 65. Yeah, it's a beautiful car. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. (1956) Nomad. The tinted windows, it really looks nice. Clean looking car, a little bit of pinstripe. Here at the car show in Springfield, Ohio. Music playing in the background, so I had to do a voiceover, but it's a beautiful car. Down the sides, and in the front and everywhere. See, they're getting ready. It was getting ready just to bust out big time rain. Everybody was getting ready. This is one of the last cars I videoed before it rained. Custom interior, Gotta make it a driver. If you're going to drive it, gotta make it comfortable. It ain't a trailer queen. Here's a rare one, guys. A 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. You just don't see these around. And this is not a clone. This is an actual Eliminator. I see Mustangs always at car shows, and that's fine and everything, but these Cougars, ever since I was a kid, they were my preferred choice between the two. They just look so much more cooler and meaner and more aggressive, I think. And plus, the insides are so much more luxury. What do you guys think? Mustang or Cougar? Let me know down in the comments. A 1967 Pontiac Ventura station wagon. You really gotta respect this car. Wagons has really came around, especially since there was so many of them built, but it was used in derbies and just scrapped when people was tired of them. This is what you call maybe a ratty look, but a beautiful interior. Looks like it's been sprayed, you know, with black at one time, starting to fade. But still, I like those body lines, and even the luggage rack on it adds to it. Nice looking car. What do you guys think of it? Is it one of your favorite station wagons? Let me know in comments. '64 Chevy Impala, looking original. Everybody in GM that loves GMs loves these Impalas of these years. I have to say my favorite years are 61, 62. But I appreciate these, especially with the original interior in that. And look at that interior. That was just something beautifully done at the time that you just don't see no more. And this car maybe had a repaint at one time long ago, but it's looking pretty original. It really is. I like this car. What do you guys think of that interior? Wouldn't you like to see that in newer cars? Let me know in the comments what you think about it, guys. Appreciate you. I know what you're thinking. It's a 1967, but it's not. It's a 1970 with a 1967 front clip on it. It's got a built 454 in it. Wish I could have let the guy talk, but I had to do a voiceover with the music in the background. Old YouTube. But beautifully done. I like the collar. It's just a real straight truck. He said he's owned it for about 3 years. Bought it, restored it, and it's been done for about a year. What do you guys think of that truck? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks, guys. Keep being you. I'll do the same. Couple rat rods here. Looks like a 67 pulling in, but I found out later that's a 1970 with the 67 front clip on it. But here's a rat rod. It's just a person's own artistic look on something, and these things, to be driving down the road, it just surprises you how much work's went in done to make it look this bad, or not bad, but this ratty. What do you guys think of rat rods? Let me know in the comments below. Now, I like my ratty original, and I like some rat rods, but I prefer the ratty original cars. But I respect the builds on these, I'm telling you that. Another rat rod here. I do like the old wide whites on this one. Just adds to an old car like that. You ain't got much clearance. In fact, I think if you ran over a ant, you might rub against the bottom on this one. But I love the craftsmanship and the artistic look on, the making it your own, Rat rods have been around for a long while, since 50s and the 60s. Rat rod clubs and rat fink and all that. I like the Ratty original, but I like these too. I respect them, you know what I mean? I respect the work and the money that's going into them. I always loved these cars growing up, I guess because my nickname was always Willie, and Willie's. This 1956 is a beautiful example of a wagon. It's been all customized inside and stuff, but looking original on the outside. Beautiful collar. Just a nice presentation of a 1956 Willis. I call them Willies, but I guess it's really pronounced Willis. Let me know what you guys think of these cars. Do you like them, hate them, love them, don't care? As always, keep being you. The rain is coming in, guys. The rain is coming. This man has owned this 1956 Nomad for over 40 years. He came to a custom show at this place in Springfield, Ohio, back in the late 90s or mid 90s, and that's when he decided to put his custom touch on it. Now, he says some of the Nomads, lovers, give him a lot of hate for it, but man, I like it. He made it his own, It's his car. He can do what he wants with it. It's a beautiful representation of a custom 56 Nomad. And it looks like something they would have done back in the 60s, They bought the car new and maybe did this. It's really a nice car. Had to do a voiceover because of the music in the background. Copyright claims. I wish you would have heard this guy just brag on this car. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful car. I truly love it. And it's actually one of my favorite Nomads after looking at it. It's just the way it's done. It's done right. And, this build is going on 25 years ago. And it looks like it could have been just done yesterday. Oh, I truly love my Buicks. You just don't see them at a car show. Especially a 1972 Buick station wagon. Yes, wagon power, guys. I don't care too much for the wheels he's got on, but, everybody's taste is different. But I do like the collar. I really enjoy the collar of this car. I could really appreciate that. The tinted windows. Looks like custom interior, beautifully done. It's hard to see through that dark tint on the back there, but it beautifully done car. Beautifully done. I really like it. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Here's a real nice 1966 Falcon Futura wagon. Wagon power, guys. Wagon power. This one's nice. It's got like the custom drag car hood scoop from the 1960s on it. Looks to be pretty original on the inside. Well kept. Well kept. Original collar, but redone with a little bit more of a gloss shine to it. It's really nice. A little bit of pinstripe on there to make it your own. Yeah, I like this car. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. I love this collar. It's called Root Beer Brown, and I just love it on this 55 Ford F100. Very custom truck, but the camera, the phone just is not picking it up how beautiful this shade is. It's like you could walk in it, and it's just a beautiful shade. I mean, copper and black is been my favorite colors here lately, and I'll tell you what, this is a close one up there. I think I might have a new favorite color, guys. What do you think of it? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate it. As always, keep being you. I'll do the same. Here's a nice Mercury Comet 64, 65. It's a 4-door. My grandpa always said, 4 doors are better cars. You get 2 extra doors for the same price. I don't know about that. I think some of the 2 doors was higher price than the 4 doors. But this is a nice, nice, clean car right here. Not restored, but definitely very, very nice. Repainted at one time. 1963 4-door. And I'm telling you, I like this thing. It's far from perfect, but that's the way Junk Car Willie likes them. And look at the inside of it. It just surprises you. Just factory, original interior, just perfect condition. Great Survivor interior. Really is a Survivor, you know. It's been sprayed primer over top of it or a matte black, but it's really a Survivor. And you got this 66 Mustang right here. This car was the guy I'm talking to's grandfather's car. And it was his last project car. And it was wheeled to him. And he hasn't changed nothing about it except driving it. And I think that's special when a car is handed down and memories of, you know, of a father or grandfather. It keeps them alive, you know what I mean? Every time you drive it, you remind yourself of them. It's truly a nice little Mustang. You see a lot of Mustangs, but it's nice, and I like the story on this car. It's really a special story. What do you guys think about it? For all your Fox Bodies fans, here's the same platform, but in a wagon, the Ford Fairmont, which is the same thing, suspension drivetrain as a Ford Mustang. This one looks extra cool with the wood grain down the sides and the wide whites. I like this one. And it's just a very clean car, and you gotta appreciate the hand-built camper on the back of it. I think they call these teardrop campers, if I'm right. If I'm not, let me know in the comments. But, man, isn't that a clean-looking Ford Fairmont wagon? It's just, you just don't see them like that. Not anymore, anyway. Ooh, looky there. What we got there coming in? Model 8. Look at this 35, 36 Chevy truck. Let me know, guys. I sure do like it. You see a lot of the Fords of these years, but not too many Chevy trucks here. I always like the way the small back glass fit with that rounded off, looked like almost like a custom cab top to it, you know. They look custom before they was even custom. Here's old Goldie, guys, in 1970. Really nice looking four-wheel drive pickup. Original looking, you know. I like it. It's got a nice stance to it. Just real nice. Now that's probably recovered, but that is the factory style stitching that they had for this year. I like it without the chrome down the sides and everything. It just, man, it's straight as can be down the side. Just a beautiful, beautiful truck. I'm sure it looks better now than it did when it was new, but man, just look at that paint. It's like you could walk in it. It's just so deep. Yeah, I like this truck. What we got here, guys? A 48 or 49? First couple years of this body style. I like it. This is what they do back in the 50s or 60s, you know, lower it and the stripes on it, the reverse chrome wheels. I'm a real fan of those wheels. I really do like them. I like to see more of them on some cars. But this has totally been done. Nice looking truck. That bumper, I don't know. Is that original? It kind of looks way out there and kind of not right, but it could be original. Yeah, definitely got some room on it. I think that might be a different bumper. Is it, guys? Let me know. What year is it for sure? Let me know down there in the comments. What we got here? 64, I'm thinking. Ford 100. Twin I-beam. Yep. It's a nice original looking custom cab truck. I really like it. Paint looks to be original, guys. If it was repainted, it was many decades ago, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely original paint. Just a clean looking truck. It's got some newer Ford wheels on it that don't look bad. Now this 1952 Packard is just a beautiful, beautiful car. On video you might think it's nice, but it's one of those that you just can't appreciate until you're right up against it. Just every little touch from it. I was even looking underneath it. Just a beautifully car. Been, you know, touched up. I mean, not touched up, repainted. But he tells me it's the original reupholstery. He's had some chrome work done and stuff, but he's owned this car for many decades. And I'm telling you, you just don't see these. It's just a beautiful car. I'd love to own something like this. This is one very nice El Camino, 1975 model, and I like these bigger models. I really do. You know, the bucket seats, that was common, how they turn around like that. Just love that. And this with the vinyl top and the matching tonneau cover, man, it's it's a special one. Yeah, like I said, I like the 78s and up, but these ones, you know, are a little bit bigger, and they just look a little bit more aggressive. That's my opinion, but this one is just well done. His dad beside him owns the Packard, and he's owned this car and had restored it over 20 years ago, but it looks like it was just done. Look back in that interior again. I just can't get enough of those seats, man. I love the way they turn like that. Love to have a set of those. Beautiful 1986 SS El Camino. Used to see these on the road all the time there. That NASCAR aerodynamic front end on it. And this is one supposedly original, not restored. Factory rims and everything on it. And I do like that two-tone paint. This is a very nice example of a survivor. More than a survivor. It's a beautiful car. I like everything about it. Even the tinted windows that I'm not a fan of on older cars. Looks right on this. Original. Yes, original 1956 Chevy. Never restored. Lucille is the name of this one. And it is a beautiful, beautiful example of somebody just buying something and time capsuling it. I mean, it's just, you know, it's got the fender skirts, the big wide whites. It's got everything that you'd want, all the options, you know. And look at this interior. It's got the original plastic. It's starting to yellow from, they'd put on it when it was new. That was supposed to have been just took off and threw away, but it's still on there. Yeah, oh, the Continental kit on a 56. That is nice. That is nice. What do you guys think of this one? I mean, it's a special car to be this nice unrestored. You do see a very few of them unrestored, but not this nice. My first two cars when I was 13 and 14 was a 70 Charger RT and a 65 Ford Galaxy 500, just like this, but this is a 66. And it's a 7-liter, which is a very rare car. 1 year only, I'm thinking. I know that it came out in 66, and I think this was the only year for the 7-liter. Yeah, it's a very nice car. You guys, he just made one video. Old Dad's Running Back Garage.